extra, but I know I'm the same. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that way. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well, no. But when we get back, it's like, oh my. All bad all day, but the night I get that good till we act right. So tell me what we on today, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone. In the presence, I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dressing, gone, flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weathered. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure. You a gem, got me blim, this nigga men's, know you can about here.
Trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we can share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could go all night. We could go all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night.
Hey, everybody. It's Tea Talk with your girl. I'm in a bad spot. I don't know if I'm coming through. They say the mic sound nice. Let's see what happened when I pull away from the light. Child, I don't know how I got stuck here at this dumbass light. All right, let's see. We still good. We still good. Good morning in the morning time. If you're under the sound of my voice, like this video. Like the video, okay? Share the video if you feel compelled. But most of all, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the channel, okay? All right. Let me tell y'all, what a Thursday morning. It's still raining here. Still raining here on this side of Maryland. I don't know if it's raining everywhere in Maryland, but it's raining on my side, okay? It's supposed to rain here all week. So, I told y'all yesterday to be thankful for the rain. I'm still thankful for the rain, but, you know, it's still raining. I like it when it's not raining, but I know that we do need the rain. I went out in the garden yesterday to cover up the, what do you call it? I like to cover my collards and kale, stuff that don't really need the pollination. I like to cover it. And then my cucumbers, my squash, I leave that out because that needs help. That needs the bees and all that stuff to carry the pollen and all that around. So I leave that out open. But I do cover my collards and I cover my kale. Try to avoid some of the buggage because you can't avoid it all. Try to avoid some of it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to, I covered up most of it yesterday. Today, hopefully, I'll get a spot where it's not raining. I can go back out there and cover up the remaining lettuce and broccoli to try to get as less buggage as I can. But again, you can't avoid all the bugs. Some bugs are still gonna, some of the pests are still gonna be around, and there's nothing you can do about it. But when I went out there yesterday, y'all, what I did note was that the squash, the butternut squash, the spaghetti squash, the leaves are already so big compared to the other day, just with that rain. That rain really helps your garden. Or anything outside, the trees, they all need it. I'm just talking about the garden right now. Man, when I tell y'all that squash looks so good, it's gotten so big all over the garden. The cucumbers perking up, they growing. Everything is just growing. But you really can see it more on the cucumbers and the squash. And I think that's because their time is different than the other stuff. Like in the way they grow is different. So yeah. That's what was going on in the garden. Let's see what else I got to do out there. I told y'all I planted some herbs this year, right? I'm not really heavily into herbs and stuff, but I'm gonna get into them now that I planted them. The basil, I'm gonna start using that a little more. In my spaghetti sauces and stuff. I don't put it in there. People put it in there. They say it does a world of good. I don't know. Maybe I'll use it for tea because I don't know if I want it in my food like that. But I guess some of y'all cook with herbs, right? What herbs do y'all cook with? So I planted basil, rosemary, sage, mint, chocolate mint. I think there's one more. What herbs do y'all use? Which ones do y'all use in y'all food? Because I know a lot of people cook with the herbs. I've never been an herb girl. Never been into it. Never been into them at all. But I'm planning some because they say that the herbs, the herbs. Oh, Alyssa says she cooked. Oh, just listen. Oh, girl, you gotta tell me what to do with some of them herbs because I planted them really for deterrence. They deter some of the bugs off. And then of course I planted. Uh, uh, you said basil does go in homemade marinara sauce. Oh, she telling me something good. I guess I gotta add it this year because I'm gonna be making marinara sauce with them tomatoes. You got them Roma tomatoes. They're supposed to be good for making sauces and stuff like that. So I got some of those. But most of y'all, being honest, I got the black cherry tomato, and I got a nice size, what they call it, a patio tomato. That's you slice for your sandwiches and stuff like that. And then that Roma tomato, that's to make your sauces and stuff. And then I got, of course, a red cherry tomato. Oh yeah, and then I got the sugar sun sweet. I didn't get too many tomatoes after I told y'all I wasn't. Basil, cilantro, parsley, and oregano. Ah, cilantro. That's good. I like that, but I don't use it like that. I usually get it when I'm out, like Mexican and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I never really been into the herbs. Oh my gosh, Alyssa, you gonna just want to eat them things off the day. You ain't even gonna want to take them in the house and treat them. Shit, you be outside, you get one of them things, you be like, shoot, can I just eat one? I like to clean my vegetables, with some baking soda and stuff like that. But shoot, I seen some lady on TikTok yesterday. I just been using baking soda and water. This lady using baking soda and vinegar. But would anybody ever done that? Y'all seen that on TikTok? Did you ever try it using the baking soda with the vinegar? Because I'm like, do that vinegar get in your food, in your fruit? Like vinegar's kind of strong. Anybody seen that on TikTok and tried it? I don't think I want to try it. I like to just I don't want to taste that vinegar in my grapes. You use vinegar water, so you do use vinegar water to clean your stuff. I'd be afraid I'm gonna get some vinegar in my food. Vinegar is strong, and you don't be tasting the aftertaste. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I ain't gonna be like that lady I seen on TikTok. She used the Dawn to clean her greens. That's what I use too, Mama V's baking soda and water. Helen says you only use a small amount of vinegar. No, this husky poured it in. She poured it in there. That's what I was like, oh, I don't want to try them grapes. Oh, so Peachy Pecan Blend says she did try it and she don't remember the outcome. So that means that tells me that when you tried it, if you don't remember, like you said, it didn't have no aftertaste for you. And that's why you just went ahead on and about your business. Because if you would have tasted something funny, you would have known. Oh my gosh, I messed my grapes up. I'm not gonna do that again. So you must not have messed them up. Peachy Pecan say you don't use chemicals to clean your fruit. What's the chemical? Vinegar? I hope vinegar ain't no chemical, girl. The way we be eating vinegar. Let me tell you something now. I used to get down with some pig feet and some chillings when my sister was living because nobody could cook. To me, I wasn't eating nobody's chillings because chillings is a dirty thing. And you got to be able to clean that thing. And my sister cleaned that thing. Not saying that, I know they still do eat chillings, but I don't eat them no more, and I don't eat pig feet no more. But I tell you what, that chip was good with some vinegar on it. So I hope it ain't no chemical, babe, because I've been tearing it up. But no, you shouldn't put no chemicals on your food at all. Who said what? Somebody said put a chemical. Oh, you talking about that dishwashing liquid? Yeah, that lady did it though. I don't know if she did it for clicks and views, honey, but I seen it, and I said, what the hell is she thinking about? Why would she wash her stuff with dishwashing liquid unless she has something on camera? I mean, I couldn't understand it myself because I ain't never seen no black woman do nothing that dumb in my life. Not no black woman. Now, if that had been a clear woman, I might have could have understood it better. But it was a black woman. Nobody. Nobody. That was me. I messed up. She was talking about the dishwashing liquid, and I was only on the vinegar. So even though I'm the one who brought up the dishwashing liquid and forgot just that fast, do that mean I'm getting old? Anyway, yeah, that thing kind of blew me away seeing that because black women should know better. Black women should know better. See, that's why I'm scared to eat everybody's food because you don't know what they did at home. Yeah, that's why I don't do potlucks. But anyway, y'all, we got a little bit of junk to talk about. Y'all know last night we did the rower review over here and we're everywhere. myself, Sassy TV from the 803, Drop the T, and Sandra P. Gen Extra. Yeah, we are dropping extra Sassy Tea Talk. So, we did the review last night, and um, Shamia, I felt a way about Shamia and her bringing up her 10-year-old wedding and all that other stuff, and I just felt like it didn't make sense, right? I felt like it didn't make sense to me anyway, because if I'm a man fences with a friend, right? I'm a man fences with a friend. If I choose to move forward, then I cannot keep going backwards. That's not how life works. If you forgive somebody for something, then you keep bringing them back to court, recharging them like a re grand open down at Madani. That's what that is. Y'all know how we be like, oh my gosh, it's another reopening. So you're gonna keep reopening wounds that have supposed to have healed. That's not how life works. I don't believe so. If I forgive somebody, then I say we moving on. If I can't forgive what you did, right? If I can't forgive what you did, I'm not gonna sit around and pretend that I can. Now I might go away from you and I let my heart heal. Maybe years later we can come back full circle and maybe revisit. But even in revisiting, and I'm just keeping it real. Even in revisiting, I still might be like, yeah, no, it's a no for me. Oh, it depends on what you did. But the fact that they still been saying that's my best friend, Portia's my best friend, this, that, Shamir's my best friend. All these years later, y'all still been claiming best friend. That's what they've been claiming. Y'all see it everywhere. Everywhere you go, they get in the interview. People want to know what's going on with you and your best friend. What's going on with y'all? Every interview, they both being asked a question because they supposed to be best of friends. I said Shamir was beating a dead horse, basically. And God damn it, if I didn't wake up to that, if I didn't wake up to Shamia and Kelly over there on her podcast, her new best friend, her new best friend, Kelly, because they only been friends a year, just like Britt and Kelly was friends a year, and they came on here saying they was best friends, and now they done broke up. Now it's Kelly and Shamir. So Shamir don't know Kelly like that, but that's her new best friend. People hollow, I forgive but not forget. You have to forget so it won't have a chance to ignite again. You don't have to fool with them again. Exactly. That's my thing, Helen. So if something hurt you that bad, right, that you 10 years later bringing it up to some new people that wasn't even there, wasn't players on the chessboard, they wasn't in the audience, they don't know. So that's 10 years ago shit that you brought back full circle and you told the girls, right? You told the girls, Shamia told the girls, hey, I feel away. She didn't come to my wedding. But I guess that her being in the one after that, the traditional wedding, being in that wedding, I'm confused. If the Kenyan wedding or wherever they got married at was so detrimental to her and such a game changer, why the fuck was Portia in the Atlanta wedding? Oh, because they had mended fences by then? And all these years later, they mended fences. But she's going to say that, listen, Grit is beating a dead horse. So she feel like that's a real thing, beating a dead horse. So why she doing it on the show? Let's listen to Shamia and them for a little bit. I got a couple of clips of her and Kelly. They talk about Angela reading down what's her name? Brit in her mouth. You know, they make fun of that a little bit. And yeah, let's listen in.
She just wasn't her normal self. I mean, she literally had on a dress and some flip flops.
Hi.
Hey, sexy. What you need?
What's wrong?
You
Yeah,
know
she
what I
wasn't
mean?
feeling it. And I mean, I told Drew and everybody else then, like, give her grace. It's not really about y'all. It's her birthday. Just leave her be. And they kept pressing it. So, I just felt like, dang, okay.
And one thing I can say is that being able to, when you're celebrating a birthday and going through hell, okay, and I can say because I've been able to experience that, when you are celebrating a birthday and going through a transition in your life, when you're going through a divorce or, going through maybe information that you don't want to hear about,
right.
I mean, that puts a damper in a lot of the celebratory moments.
Yeah.
So I think that I do want people to understand, because everybody's like, she's dragging it. And I,
Yeah, but
me and Pete are best of friends, but I am really big on birthdays and I'm really big on being real. And I feel like, having someone kind of come to your birthday that maybe you're not,
that's not, never
y'all ain't on, like, y'all not on the same page.
Right.
I mean,
But
who
I kept
wants to
saying-
deal with that?
Exactly. I kept saying, Drew, like, the fact that she just like, you good. You good. You
Yeah.
know, like, you good.
You good.
I mean.
But tread lightly.
Yeah, like I definitely did. I was like, all right, let's not beat a dead horse. Like, come on, let's just give grace. And then, the saying, it's my party, I can cry if I want to.
I can do what I
That's
want.
exactly what it
That's
is.
what it is.
And just let her, you just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I think you did.
Well, we had a good time.
We had a good time. It was a good time. So now we going out, it's the Juneteenth celebration. The thing for me is, with me, I can never hide my facial expression.
Baby.
So the fact that y'all have turned me into a meme.
I don't even know if that played for y'all because it sure did go off for me. Can y'all even hear me? Because I know that thing just went off. Okay, thank you, Helen. Wait a minute, she said Kelly is not that girl. She got dogged out by Sherman Clump. Girl, you seen the husband. You seen the husband. So I guess they like best of friends now, y'all. I don't know what's going on with her and Kelly, but she said her and Kelly be back for some more stuff. So I guess they over there call themselves kind of reviewing and recapping and so on and so forth.
Call a lip tremble.
Wait.
And I was like, well, be careful, girl. Don't stretch your mouth out more. Sorry.
That was horrible. And Angela, baby, that bitch is a secret assassin.
When I tell you,
never
I
seen
lived
anything
for
like
her
it in my
reason. I
life.
was like,
No, I actually felt bad for. I felt bad for my.
oh my God.
Yeah, I felt
She
bad.
stood up like, knock if you buy. And she was like,
I dare you. Wait, do y'all got the boom thing when it happened? You gotta do a boom. To tell me I had one of your husband's stretch.
what? I definitely did. I thought,
I put the wrong clip in here. Y'all, it's gonna come to it, but I put the clip in there where I was going back and forth. Anyway, let me just tell y'all what that was about, okay? Y'all heard her say about beating a dead horse. But look, I did not know this, and I don't know if y'all knew it, okay? I should just let it play, even though it's messed up. I'm gonna let it play because it's gonna be some stuff in here that I did not know about, and I don't think they aired that shit. If they did, I didn't hear it. So how come we ain't talk about it? The video's kind of sketchy in the beginning, but it'll get right.
call a lip tremble.
Wait,
And I was like, well, be careful, girl. Don't stretch your mouth out more. Sorry.
that was horrible. And Angela, baby, that bitch is a secret assassin.
When I tell you,
never
I
seen
lived
anything
for
like
her
it in my
reason. I was
life.
like,
No, I actually felt bad for. I felt bad for my.
oh my God.
Yeah, I felt
She
bad.
stood up like, knock if you buy. And she was like,
I dare you. Wait, do y'all got the boom thing when it happened? You gotta do a boom. To tell me I had one of your husband's stretch.
what? I definitely did. I was like, all right, let's not beat a dead horse. Like, come
Yeah.
on, let's just give grace. And then, the saying, it's my party, I can cry if I want to.
I can do what I
That's
want.
exactly what it
That's
is.
what it is.
And
That's
just
not
learn
beat
to
a
get
dead
yourself.
horse. There
Yeah.
she go
No,
again.
we did.
Well, we had a good time.
We had a good time. It was a good time. So now we going out, it's the Juneteenth celebration. The thing for me is,
not beat a dead
I can
horse.
never hide my facial expression. So the fact that y'all have turned me into a meme, leave me alone. This whole, that's how I felt. Because when I tell you Angela read the hell out of Red, she had me, I played that moment back so many times in my head of her saying, you got mouths on your mouth and stretch marks on your mouth.
It's the stretch marks on your mouth. Okay, let me tell you what really took me out.
What?
That bitch said, you are probably one of my husband's whores.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Wait, do y'all got the boom thing when it happens? You gotta do a boom. To tell me I'm one of your husband's whores is crazy.
It's me. Honestly, and I could be exaggerating. I'm definitely not exaggerating though. In that moment, if you had to be there to see it, baby, Brit mouth did this. She called a lip tremble.
Wait.
And I was like, well, be careful, girl. Don't stretch your mouth out more. Like,
that was horrible. And Angela, baby, that bitch is
Yeah. Did they play that? Or we missed it? We glazed over it? Did we glaze over that? Or did they clip that out? I don't remember hearing that. You didn't hear it either, right? I don't remember hearing it. I'm pretty sure that people would have been talking about that. Right. It had to be edited out. And now they over there telling it. Oh. Now you probably was one of my husband's whores. I could not believe it. Can y'all believe that? I heard that this morning. I said, oh, hell no. I got to clip that. Because wait a minute. What you mean? What you mean? Y'all, I never heard that. Never. So they on there, and they being gully. Ain't that damn Angela with that word? She on there throwing that word out like she giving out candy cane. She calling everybody whores. Or she saying everybody row in them boats. Y'all, can y'all believe she said that to Britt? I mean, it's bad enough that she told the lady she had stretch marks on the mouth, because y'all know what she talking about. She referring back to that picture that Kenya put up on that poster. And they aired that too. They aired that, y'all. You got stretch marks on your mouth. Knowing that Kenya had put that poster up of that young lady up there giving fellatio on a big ass poster board, and now here come Angela saying the lady got stretch marks on her mouth. Y'all know we gonna relate it back to those photos that Kenya put up. And then your castmates is out here telling the world that you said that was probably one of your husband's O's. And that means you know he had them O's. That means you know he was out here getting it in. So why are you so upset when somebody say they know something about Charles? Oh, girl. Oh, girl. It's given. I'm trying to figure out what it's given. Because, baby, that tells me you know your husband get down with the get down. And that's why you oh, girl, that explains why you wanted to make friends with Portia. And then you're going to say you didn't want to take Portia to your house. Girl, I bet you didn't want to take Portia to your house. Because you already know your man is sus. Angela, he's sus. You said you ain't taking no puss around him. That's why you took Kelly to the other rented house. Now it's all making sense to me. That's why you took the ladies to the rented house, because you don't trust none of them hoes around your husband. Because you already know he's subject to give that thing up. You know it. Sexy chocolate, good morning. She said it ain't no secret. Baby, listen, listen to me. Angela, oh girl, your slip is showing. Mm-mm-mm. Baby, that thing right there took me out this morning. I had other stuff to talk about too. I still do. But that thing right there, I said, nope, I want to talk about that because baby, between Shamia talking about beating a dead horse, okay? Because if you feel like people beating a dead horse, why is we beating your dead horse to your 10-year-old wedding? Except for the fact you didn't have a storyline because your husband don't want to be on this show. So he said, I give you snippets here and I give you snippets there, but don't expect me to be going out here doing all this foolishness on this damn TV like these other husbands do. He not fitting to do it. He not fitting to do it. So that means you needed something else to beef about. And now I'm fitting to think you and Portia faking just like you and Drew. The whole goddamn setup is a storyline. That's what I'm beginning to think. Because you can't tell me that you don't want somebody to beat a dead horse when you sitting right there doing it. You sitting right there doing it. Oh, Peggy, she don't want to take no woman around her husband. She didn't take Kelly either. So in this instance, her husband is the problem. And she knows that. That's why she left him home. Yeah, that's why she left him home. And Portia is never gonna live that down what she did with Simon because some people is never gonna let that go. But I wouldn't say because of one incident that lady is a hoe. I wouldn't personally because I just don't coochie watch. Now that I think that was inappropriate, but she did. I do. And I told her that when she did it. Now, Portia, you know damn well you ain't had no business going over there with all that stink booty out over that lady house, and then you end up with that lady husband. It don't matter if they wasn't together. It don't. The aesthetics don't look good because you went over that lady house in that little bathing suit with that little stink booty out. So that's all people gonna ever see. Maybe if you knew you was attracted to a husband, you shouldn't have went to a house because they wasn't friends, they was co-workers. I don't know. Maybe somebody knew you was attracted to him and they told production so they could set you up. I don't know, Portia. I don't know. I don't know. Now, sexy chocolate, I ain't never known that lady to be no hoe. Y'all crazy. I ain't never known that. She had boyfriends. That don't make her no hoe. She ain't no different than no other girl who, probably got daddy issues and maybe picking the wrong men because she never had the right man in her life. That happens to a lot of women. So I'm not gonna say the young lady is a hoe. I'm not anyway, but y'all free to say what you want. Y'all spelling it the right way, so ain't nothing I can do about your feelings. Y'all already know that. Kelly wanted to see a property, but Kelly was in her backyard with Drew. Well, you said Kelly was or Angela was in her backyard with Drew, right? Yeah, but Angela and Drew are friends for real. She don't know them other ladies. She don't know them. I think her and Drew are real friends. I'm not sure that they met for this show. And if they did, then they clicked to a point where she really does like Drew. She goes up for Drew and everything. I just hope Drew don't disappoint her. Because that lady go hard for Drew. She do. Now don't get me wrong, I do like Angela. I do like Angela. I think she reads well. She doesn't. What I really like about her, she a little bit like Phaedra because in a sense that they don't get excited when they read you down, but they read you the fuck down. Like when Phaedra told Kenya about that pizza, that man going to ejaculate so she can get $10. He need $10 to get a pizza. Y'all know the epic read. Phaedra never raised her voice. She turned poised like she was reading, like she was valedictorian at a college. That's how she turned around and read that lady down. Okay. And how about when she was on Traders and she says, I somebody said she was extra. She said, I do too much because you do too little. She never raised her voice. She never got indignant. That's what Angela does to me. And that to me is a good reader. You know, they don't that to me is like good TV. Cause like when you read a bitch down like that, you know, sort of like Mel do. Mel do that too. This is classy. Now sometimes Mel, she done got, just like Phaedra has, but they know how to do it, right? They know how to read people down. I got coins to make, not friends to fake, okay? Let me get up out of here. Just eloquent. Classy reads. That's it, Helen. Classy reads. That's the one. So I do like Angela. I do. But baby, to tell that lady she might be one of your husband's, I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all don't think that's a little harsh? Already she called that lady she already called that lady one, right? She called that lady oh, she did. So y'all don't think that's harsh that she told that lady uh uh that she could have been one of her husband's hosts? No, they showed a clip last week with Kelly and Drew in Angela's yard last week. Oh, okay, so you saying she had both of them in the yard. Uh-huh. So she did take Kelly to a house. Well, child, listen, that's on her. I watched two times Bravo and Peacock. Do they show different on Peacock than they do on Bravo? Or is it just the exact same show over there? Because I'm trying to figure out which. Oh, but they show it on Peacock the next day. Anyway, right? They show it on there the next day. When do Miami come back on? Do anybody know that? That's over there on Peacock. Did Miami's new season come back yet? Because I do want to watch that. I wish Larsa wasn't coming back. It's definitely harsh and not cool. She's not a girl's girl. Nah, that was harsh. That was real harsh, D. That was real harsh when she said that. That's why they took it out. But they didn't mind putting it in there about them stretch marks, knowing that Kenya just showed them photos. They didn't even have to put that in because this is a production company. They could have stopped production. They could have went away. They didn't have to put none of that in there. But they for shock value. None of that stuff had to play on the show. None of it. But they want ratings. Didn't I tell y'all? That's what draw ratings. The mess. Yeah, being around toxicity is not cool with me either, Helen. I could do without it. But at any rate, that's what I got out of the thing this morning. Shamia is a hypocrite. Because how you gonna say don't be the dead horse when you beat one yourself? Your storyline that you didn't create it is about a wedding that happened 10 years ago and about feelings about things in y'all friendship that you could have fixed a long time ago. And now that the cameras has showed up, now you want to mend your friendship on camera. I don't like it. I don't like it. If the friendship bothered you so much, Shamia, if it bothered you so much, you should have got rid of it a long time ago. You should have gotten rid of it a long time ago. That's all I'm saying. You should have got rid of it a long time ago. If the friendship was bothering you so much to the point that now y'all got to have these conversations, yeah, you should have got rid of it a long time ago. Don't bring this shit to me. Put me in the group chat. I didn't sign up to watch Roa to talk about your wedding that happened over 10 years ago, because I could care less why she didn't come, and you should be caring less too. Since y'all went on and went forward, and I don't know why that girl sitting up on that TV talking about she didn't know that they was having a problem, because I sure didn't know. And I wasn't even down there in Atlanta, and I knew y'all was not at a good place. So how did Shamia not know her and Portia wasn't getting along? How did she not know that, y'all? That's fake too. How did you not know you and Portia wasn't getting along? How many of y'all in here was watching Raw back then? Because I knew they wasn't getting along. Go back and watch. She was responding to what Britt was saying. Britt is nasty. Who you talking about, Angela? Oh, I know when she told the girl she had a stretch marks. I know she was responding to what that lady said. But to say you might have been one of my husband's whores, that's still harsh. And what do that say about her husband that she would even say that on the TV? That's not good. That's how she's speaking for her husband when the camera's rolling. She's dangerous with that mouth now. But they didn't play that part. So, well, I'm not looking at the show to look at Portia talk about sleeping with somebody else's husband. Oh no, Portia definitely shouldn't have said that. She definitely shouldn't have said that. I totally agree. She definitely shouldn't have said it. It was very inappropriate. Even though they was arguing, whatever. It was inappropriate. You're right. If Angela is okay with her truth, then so am I. I know that's right. I knew back then Shamia kicking it with Candy and the gang back then was very distasteful to me. Plus, Shamia is boring. Yeah, so that's what it was. So that's why I'm saying, how do she not know? How do she not know that her and Portia wasn't getting along? That's fake to me. If I know it, girl, you knew it too. You knew what was happening. You knew exactly what was happening. Exactly what was happening. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I knew what was happening, she knew what was happening. Right? This must be an accident up here or something, because why is we not moving? Okay, let me say something. My husband off limits. I'll come out to play about mine. I know that's right, Helen. I know that's right. My husband is off limits. Well, not. This is just my saying. This is not factual. I'm saying a husband is off limits as long as he say he off limits. Some of them will open up the door. We say they off limits, but and I'm not talking about yours, but we got a lot of Martell and Ralphs out here. So we got good husbands out here too that really are off limits. But child, some of these husbands is for the streets, not yours, because you ain't gonna play about yours. But some of these husbands is for the streets, and all husbands should be off limits. You understand? All husbands should be off limits. Once a man takes a vow that he gonna love his wife, then he should love his wife and he should love her properly. And no woman should be able to crack the foundation. No other woman should be able to do that. People not looking, you know. Mahogany said, I disagree. What Portia said but also Portia said it was a comeback. What Angela said about her sleeping with a married man. So Portia saying that she was clapping back at Angela. Well, I said that from day one. It's TV. It's something that happened. It's for a moment. It's not. It's not that deep. But people, they're not looking at it like what it is, a reality TV show. And sometimes people gonna make moments, but some moments are gonna turn people the wrong way. And Portia said she gonna take a chance. And so far, I mean, it's people that's saying things, but those are people that already didn't like Portia anyway, because most of her fans that I see are, they still there and they still riding with her. So they kind of know, hey, this is TV and this is what she paid to do. She got to make moments. They all got to make moments if they're going to stay relevant on the show. We might not every choice that they make, like with Kenya. I really wish Kenya would have handled herself differently. I really wish she would have handled herself differently. Now, even though we did find out that, it wasn't nothing but a Google search, according to Candy, for her to find those same photos, right? That's what Candy said. Hey, wasn't nothing but a Google search. All I did was put it in Google and it came right out. That's what Candy said. Okay. So if Candy found it, that means Kenya found it too. If Candy found it, that means Kenya found it too. So, hey, no, 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 not your husband specifically. I made sure I said that now. Not your husband. Will or will not do, but it's about another woman disrespecting me, and who Portia said was, and what Portia said. Yeah, it was disrespectful. To say that is disrespectful. Right. I was a Porsche fan. I have jumped off that Porsche train. All right, then. So there you go. There's one. But many of them haven't. I promise you they haven't. I be reading all them comments because it's TV to me. I don't believe she meant it in that way. I don't believe she meant it in that way. Yeah, Kenya went too far. That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't have went that far. Period. I'm upset with her. And I don't even like Kenya like that. But I think she's good TV when she can be good TV. And I just think she went too far with it. I would have rather seen her on there this season. I think if she would have been there this season, the season would have been a lot more exciting. It would have been given a lot more than what is given. And, I'm just saying, Dee said, thank goodness for Portia, because without her, it wouldn't be anything else to watch. Everybody keeps saying she like a friend of, but I don't see how on the whole, everybody, Portia, Portia, Portia. Portia this, Portia didn't come to my wedding. Portia said she want to uck my man. Portia, why did you sleep with that lady husband? Portia, Portia, Portia. That's all I hear. Hey, they got a meme out. Portia, Portia, Portia. So she doing something right. I know that to others, uh, that there you go, Marietta. I like that. Portia might not be a hoe, but she exhibit the behavior sometime. Sometimes. Yeah, I don't think the lady a hoe, but sometimes she make questionable choices. Yeah. Portia was live back in the summer. Someone asked her whose husband you gonna sleep with next. Portia said yours. Everyone in the live laughed. They knew it was a clapback. So this might be a clapback. Yep, I still got that clip. And it's over there on Bravo. It's over there on Bravo Shade Room. They got a pent. It's one of the first ones you can see. Yeah, I got that clip. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what she told him. Yours. Yours. Question. So was it disrespectful for Angela and Kelly to say that about Portia? To ask her, you mean to ask her why she sleep with that lady husband? You better not come and do that to me and I don't know you. To me, I would find it disrespectful. If you don't know me and you coming up to me asking me about my choices and what I done and who I did it with, you wasn't married to that man, so you shouldn't be worried about it. So no, you better not come up to me now. I wouldn't even pull a portion. I told you, I don't believe in dating men that's married because let me tell you about marriage. Baby, marriages can work out. Even when people say, "Oh, I'm getting a divorce," we getting a divorce, we filed the papers. Look at Ray J and that gal, Princess. How many times did they file paperwork? They getting a divorce before they got a divorce. So marriages sometimes just work themselves out. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of separation, and this man or this woman find out that this ain't the grass that I want. This grass got more worms than the grass I had at home, and I'm going back over there, right? So, hey, I'm just saying. I'm still trying to figure out about Charles' break baby. Child, that lady said Charles ain't never had no break baby on her. She said that was her former husband, not her now husband. And that what that lady say, Angela. She said that they got it all mixed up. She said, Wendy, this way I don't get it at, right? This way I don't get it. This is the part I don't get because this is Angela's story. Angela's story is they went somewhere, whatever, whatever. Wendy was there. Wendy was having a hard time because Kevin had just, announced that uh he was having that baby. And Wendy was crying about the baby. And she went over there and she told Wendy, it's just a baby. And Wendy said, has this ever happened to you? Wendy said she looked at Charles and said, yes. She's saying that she told Wendy yes, but she was talking about her daughter's father. But here's my thing. You told Wendy to get through it because it's just a baby. But did you get through it? Because that's where I get confused at. Because you with Charles. You're not with your daughter's dad. And did you stay with him after he made the baby? That's where I get confused at. So I don't know. But she's saying that that was her daughter's father that happened with and not Charles. So she's saying there is no break baby with Charles. And she said Charles Jr. is like 30 years old. So that's what she said. I don't know if that man had no break baby or not. Angela said Charles' oldest kid is 28. She was doing an interview on the radio. Right. She said that oldest boy is that's Charles I can't believe this traffic. Oh my God. On a day when I need to be early. I can't believe this crap. He doesn't have a side baby, but why did he leave her for a year and what was he doing? Uh Child, she claimed it's something to do with him being thrown out of the place. That what she claimed. That what she claimed. Y'all heard her. Said he got thrown out of where he used to play, and he went through something mentally, and it all was a whole thing, a whole production. That what she claimed. That what she claimed. D. I don't know. That what she claiming. Y'all heard her when she said it. I'm not the only one that heard that lady say that. Hmm. She said it. She still hasn't solved the mystery of the 10-year-old son. What 10-year-old son? Oh, you said Angela started it because she wrote on the paper. She started the thing with Shamia and Portia too. Angela did. Talking about I feel like Shamia wanted to get her feelings out. What? Shamia is a grown ass woman. How is you somebody who just met Shamia feeling like you know what Shamia feeling and coming in there to tell somebody? Houseway. How does that work? I'm confused. I'm confused because Shamia is a grown ass woman. She's grown. So it's just all crazy to me. Angela's son, that's not Charles's. That's who the 10-year-old boy is? Because I thought Angela only had that daughter. Mm. Charles acts annoyed. He do. Like he don't want to be in this because he know he getting ready to be fitting to be put under a microscope. Avon is 12. Oh, okay. Uh-uh. Anyway, y'all, this traffic gonna have me late. So let me call my job and be responsible and tell them I'm gonna be late. So I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all know what to do. Continue to be blessed by being a blessing to someone else. Share your smile with the world because you never know who may need it. Okay? You just never know. And then treat people how you want to be treated. And then finally, y'all, YOLO. You only live once. Live your life on your terms, not nobody else's. And with that being said, y'all go have a beautiful day. A beautiful day. All right. And I may catch y'all back here tonight. Angela and Charles have a daughter together. She glazed over the sun. Her issues coming out next season. Oh, oh, I don't know. Well, I'm sure she's gonna be back next season, so you're right about that. Anyway, let me get out of here. Love y'all. Peace.